Hey guys, Josh Doyle, Insular Fire Training Division. Today we're going to go over packing our wildland or our grass fire packs. Each pack is going to be filled with about 400 feet of forestry hose, 400-foot sections, as well as we do have a few different tools in them. So we do have a fog-style nozzle that you can shut off on these, and then a traditional forestry nozzle that is a smooth bore without a shut-off, right? So the idea of this is that later in the season, if you have some more deep-rooted fires right into the ground a little bit, this will actually dig through that ground for that to put those fires out, right? And then stranglers. So we want to just talk about the stranglers. So these are obviously in the kits, and what these are is that because if we don't have a proper shut-off nozzle on there and we need to shut that line off to add additional lengths or take additional lengths out, the idea is that we can take this and clamp that hose. Now the only big thing is that we have marked them. The hose should go into the groove where the arrow is, as tight into that pocket as possible. You're going to undo the latch holding it closed, open it up, and then that's going to open up where that hose is going to go. All right. Big thing with these though, there is a rubber piece on them so that we don't pinch the hose and break it over that crease. You'll find this one does have a piece of rubber on it. This one here is missing one. So if it is missing one, it needs to be taken out of service. We will have a additional rubber gas or pieces for that we can sort that out. So just be mindful of that when you go to put the hose in. As well as when you do go to clamp the hose, if you don't put it in the crease all the way or as far as you can, the idea is that you can pinch it on the end here if someone was to clamp it down, right? That's how you would pinch it and break that hose or put a hole in that hose, right? So it needs to be seated as far in as possible, right? Easier said than done when there's no water in it, but something like that, and then it's going to be clamped and locked down, okay? Make sure that safety tab is on that when we go to lock it down on a pressurized hose, okay? And then when the person's ready for water, open it up, and then we can start flowing water, okay? So that's that. We're going to go over packing the hose, all right? These are forestry backpack style, right? The idea is we should get at least 4 lengths in here. They can take up to about 600 feet. So Firefighter Ashfield here, he's going to go over packing. What we've done is every piece of hose, we're going to mark a center on it. And you'll see that there's 3 different marks on it, right? So the middle is going to be our center mark, right? So Kevin's going to make his fold on that center mark. And then those 2 yellows should go together. That's going to be your 20 inches or so, the actual width of the bag. So once he does that, he's going to kind of put it tight against his knees. He's going to start folding it, okay? It doesn't hurt to have someone help him kind of pull that hose with it, right? And as long as it's close, right? When you're making your folds, it doesn't hurt to try and put the folds kind of in and out a bit so that all the folds aren't right on top of each other, right? So we'll just slowly work through this. Okay, so what you'll find is when we do get to the end of the hose, it's good to leave the couplings off because you don't want a bunch of air in them. But what you want to do is if you attach these together, what we're going to do is we're going to have to get another hose and we're going to attach it into the next fold, all right? Okay, so we've got our first section all folded up here. What we're going to do is we're going to have Adam and Kevin, they're going to put it in the bag. What you can do is if you count the loops on this one here, especially the bottom one, how many loops we got there, Kev? 15, okay. So divide it by 4 length, I think 3 or 4 will go in there. So we got 12, 13, so maybe groups of 4 or groups of 4 and a bit. So that's what's gonna happen, it's gonna go on top, yep. If you want, I can help grab here. So there are 4, is that what we're doing? Yep. You got a 5th one, because on my side. I got this one, yep? Yep. And then it's gonna go into the top there, and then there should 3 wide there, right? Yep. Right? Good there? Yep. That's what we're going to do. Take it put it into the bag. Push your end down like that. Okay. So, I'll get the first one down. We'll get that one down in there. What's going to happen is that we'll leave this one kind of just on top because we're going to tie that into the next one. So we'll take the next section here. Kevin's going to start that one. All right, so and now. So just come around to this side there, Brett. So what I want to do, Kevin, is let that loop out. So we're going to leave that bottom loop on the next section sticking out. We're going to kind of bring this up into here and loop the previous section through that at least twice. It can be 3 times, it doesn't really matter, okay? The idea with that is that when we deploy the load prior to that, it should pull the next one out as you're walking it out, okay? Okay, and then it would be the same thing. So as the next section of hose goes in, same thing, this gets wrapped into the next one and so on and so forth, right? So you should have 4 full lengths of 100 feet, okay? Next we'll go over how to deploy this once we have it all packed, all right? Today we're going to talk about our wildland or our grass firefighting packs today, right? So we're going to have Kevin Ashby here. He's going to demonstrate being our mule or our person that's going to be deploying the hose out of the backpack. We have firefighter Adam Scott, who's going to be the actual nozzle person. And then we have firefighter Brad Pater, who's going to be our water supply / strangler. So when we deploy these, there should be 400 feet of hose in these. What we're going to do is we're going to have Adam deploy the nozzle and the coupling out of the backpack, and then we're going to have Kevin here advance the line up along the side of the fire, right? So we're going to simulate the fire is going to be ahead of us, and Adam's going to be the one in the nozzle. So Adam, whenever you're ready. So the idea is he pulls the nozzle and the female coupling out. We're going to pretend that this is our water source, whether it's the mini attack pumper or it's just one of the fire trucks. So as you see, Kevin walks it right out. As it gets to the end, the next set of couplings should come out, okay? All right.
Done hooking, Kevin. Come back.
So what you're going to find is the person that's going to be doing the strangling, they're going to strangle the hose about 5 feet back from the nozzle. What that does is that gives him a bit of room to work with that, switching the hoses out. So then he's going to put on the new hose, and we still have the guy that can move that hose up along the fire line where we need to go. So as soon as he gets that nozzle on, he's good to release the strangle, but he's going to call for it.
Okay, water. Water's coming. Hold on. One more.
So as you can see, as you move forward and you advance the line, you can just add additional hose lines to that. There isn't a set pressure that has to be running these. It's really more of the operator, whether they want it higher or lower, right? And then we'll look at the, as you can see with the nozzles, we have a fog or combination nozzle, or we have the actual the smoothbore nozzle for when we're using later in the season for deeper roots and stuff. All right. If you have any questions or comments, please contact Training Division.